Forging is the core of what I do and why I do it. The shaping of hot metal has an immediacy to it, and just there's something so wonderful about the combination of preciseness and massive force. It's almost like you're breathing life into it by the process of making. It's very much about that, taking something that comes off of a steel wagon that is the most, a piece of bare metal doesn't have life, it's not exciting, it's not beautiful, and then giving it that life by working on it, working with it in some cases kind of bending it to your will. I'm a guy who likes to go out and drink beers and have fun with people, but a big part of me is a bladesmith, as I live it and breathe it. Well, I'm 45 years old, I've been doing this 22 years. You've got to be slightly bonkers, I think, to be involved in something that much, but if you're not involved in it that much, it's not something you can possibly do. So I came up with the motto "Forging Soul into Steel" when I very started working with metal, and really for me, what it's talking about is it's talking about bringing some kind of animated reality into something that starts off as being a very, very mundane material. I'm an out-and-out atheist, so on some levels, the idea of forging soul into steel is a romanticism, but I exist on that level as well. We're romantic creatures, human beings. And in a world where you touch wood for luck, and at the same time you're a staunch atheist, it can be a confusing way of interacting with things. I mean, I've had conversations about exactly when your sword gets its soul. We obviously don't believe it has a soul in reality, because it would probably be a dark and scary thing if it did. But that's the world you exist in if you're making stuff. You're birthing it. So what you're doing is you're taking something that is inanimate, and in some sense you're giving it life. And whether that life is just by giving it a bit of your life, or whether you're creating something that stands on its own 2 feet really, as a thing that is more than nothing. It's almost an interesting thing, because I think that the romanticized idea that human beings have about themselves and the world around them is what magic is. And if there is magic in the world, and if there is anything like that, it is the way that us humans value and perceive ourselves and the things around us. Stuff like love, that's the magic in the world. So if you're taking something and putting some of your human love magic into it, that's kind of probably what forging soul into steel actually is.